Okay, test. 12:36:42 Zulu. It is Saturday, 28 May. We're at a 5.0. 2992 is set. Heading up to 5.5 for our baseline. And we're going to be setting up for glide test for coefficient of drag today. Working 2914 west side. Get over the top of OGS 4 over here, so we got an emergency field right underneath us.
Clear. Expect your descent in about 15 miles into my airspace.
There's our 5.5. And we'll do our initial test. Engine on. All right, it is 12:37:23, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. We got 30.4 on board.
Go direct, Charlie Sierra Golf.
First thing we're going to do is get a Liberty Max tone check. Winds aloft are 276.18. We're going to work a north-south axis for the glides. The wind's out of the equation. And right now we're just working our last auto calibration curve. Laps 0.
185 as departure radar contact. I maintain 1010,000.
We'll be checking for an Liberty Max Q at about.
Roger, maintain VFR, VFR altitude, your discretion.
Chart up here. All right. Knots. Test weight. All right, about 88 indicated, so we'll see how that works out with the tone.
American 2185, turn right heading 360. Contact
and
Jacksonville
decelerating for tone check.
2020. Yeah.
And over the top of the runway, hooking right to heading a 180. I got 3 runways available. At OGS 4. Okay, time now, 12:39:04, slowing for the tone check.
Hey, Romeo Juliet, approved as requested, maintain 5,000.
Last, we'll go ahead and practice this until we get it right where we want it, and then we'll call it.
Number 24 Quebec, distance 12 o'clock, about 10 miles.
No tone. All right, tone's a
Number 24
couple
Quebec,
knots
Roger,
slow.
contact Justin Tower 1845, have a good day.
And now we're going to get a new set point here. So let's dial that up. Let's pull up our live view. Hold
Number
this heading. Time now 12:40:05, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 30.2. We are readjusting the set point.
Jet 632, descend and maintain 6,000 pilots discretion. Eglin altimeter 2993.
Okay, we got a good setting. Going to systems configuration.
Jet 632, that's correct, power discretion down to 6.
Timeout. Okay, we may have forced a boot there. Let's see what happens. Let's try to get back into system configuration here. Still got a timeout. Interesting. Let's check the Wi-Fi network. Just make sure we're hooked up. Up, there we go. That's why. Hooked up to the wrong box. Start an easy right 360 here. We'll stay up over the top of the field on the north end. There we go. Looking good. And we just forced a reboot by going into system configuration, Lenny. Time now 12:41:28. We just started a new log file, Bob. Hopefully Docs is running stable. I'm pulling up the live view right now. Going to Ahers. Ahers' view looks much better than it normally does, Lenny. Now we're going to go into the system configuration, and we're going to check our set points. First thing is going to be L/D max. We're a little off on speed. Let's come to a heading at 360. Time now 12:41:56. 53 degrees Fahrenheit. 30.1 on board, and accelerating to 88 indicated. And we'll get our set point. Looking good. Let her stabilize here. Power, power, power. And 2 knots fast. Correcting. Still 2 knots fast. Light power adjustment. There we go. Approaching parameters. Stand by. Let her stabilize. All right, stable at L/D max. And capturing. Okay, 7.5 degrees, we got that. All right, let's check on speed.
November 42947, contact Jacksonville Center on 120.2.
Go ahead, and we're saving that configuration. And we'll try saving one more time. And configuration save, no reboot, that's good. Okay, let's just slow to 88 here, make sure we get a good tone. Okay, that checks. Check our on-speed condition now.
Turn right 360, climb, maintain 10,000.
Indicated, 73, 72, 71. Okay, we got a good on speed. We're going to use what we have for on speed. And let's get set up for our test now. We're in a flaps 0 configuration. Time now 12:43:45. We have a flaps 0 curve derived from AutoCal. L/D max is set correctly. 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
1 mile east of Destin, traffic south 2 miles westbound, Skyhawk 1,000 feet going into runway 32.
30 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to hook right to heading 180 for our first run. And where's our airfield?
Navigation eastbound along the coast.
Telling field.
2993.
Maintain a L/D max condition here. And we'll get set up. This will be an idle power glide test less. Time now 12:44:20. 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.9 on board. Rolling out heading 180. Slow into an L/D max condition. And we'll get our data mark passing 5. We're going to work the block 5 to 4. Throttle is secure. And now we need to capture our condition. Slightly slow. And fix this. Double check throttle secure. Throttle shows idle. Pitch correction now. About 1 degree or so. Looks like 1 to 2 degrees of pitch. And there's our L/D max condition right about there. Just in and out of the tone. Standby data mark. We're going to hit the data mark as we pass 5. On a heading of 180. Winds aloft are showing 196 at 6. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A little bit of parallax there in the altimeter. And L/D max condition down to 4. Hold this airspeed right here.
632, contact Pensacola 119.0. See it.
800 feet to go. We're 12:45:50. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. 29.9. L/D max condition. Heading 180. Test 1. 500 away. 500 to go. 1 mile an hour slow.
November 2 Alpha Tango, contact the center on 120.82.
Showing 2 degrees of pitch. We're in an idle condition. Don't know why I don't have a good L/D max cue on my visual display, but we'll deal with that later. Actually, I'm showing 0 on my visual display. AOA is not even working. Don't know what's going on there. and hack. All right, that's the end of that run. Let's go back up, do that one more time.
To take the handoff, I'll have higher pretty short.
Starting to climb, and an easy right turn. I'll tell you what, we'll climb, get back up over the field, easy right turn to heading in north.
And
We got one more Liberty Max glide in can. AOA system is, audio is working great. Lenny, I don't have any visual display, and now my attitude is kind of out to lunch there. Not really showing any roll. So I don't have any confidence today in my M5 display. Not sure what's going on with that. But we're just starting an easy right turn to heading north. It's all right if we have to. We're going to fly these tests just using the airspeed indicator today so we can get your data less. Rolling out momentarily and heading at 270. Time now 12:47, 44. 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.8 on board. Taking it back up to 5.5 for our next test. Our next test is going to be an idle power Liberty Max glide. And starting an easy right turn now. They're heading at 360. Surface winds are out of the north, so if we have a problem, primary runway is going to be 36 at aux 4. All right, leveling at 5,000 feet. There's 5,000 feet. I'm sorry, 5,500 feet. Coming right to heading at 360. We'll slow to 88. And we get set up for our next run. Time now, 12:48:47, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.7 on board. Camera check's good. And boom check's good. We have a bad AOA display today, but we got a good tone. All right, slowing to 88. Trim, trim, trim. All right, getting set up for our next test. There's our condition. Time now, 12:49:21, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.6. Speed's good. Power is coming to idle. Pitch going to 2 degrees. 2 degrees is set. We'll be looking for 88. And we're going to get a data mark passing 5,000. Pressure altitude 2992 is set. Slow. Let's fix that. Pitching forward. Go. Little fast. And correcting. Okay, looking good. There's our stable. And looking at about 86 and a half. A little slower than last run. There's our 87. Looks good. Standby data mark. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Passing 5. So we're in a good stable glide condition when the data mark switches less. And we should get a good 1,000 feet of data. Throttle check's good and idle.
Airline approach, Mooney 231 Charlie Alpha, 4,000.
231 Charlie Alpha, Airline approach, that's loud and clear at the Crestview altimeter 2997.
2997, Mooney 1 Charlie Alpha, thank you.
Parameters look good, 87, holding at 500 away. Time now 12:50:49, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.6 on board, 87 miles an hour. Indicated airspeed EFIS, elevating max condition. Air flaps 0. Winds aloft show 297 at 12 north-south axis checks. A little bit of a right roll in there back. Doing my best, Les, to keep everything coordinated here. And 4,000 feet mark. And we'll start an easy climb back up. Bit of the hook into the wind. Coming left now, heading at 270, back up to 5.5. We're gonna get 2 on speed, and we're just gonna use about 75 indicated for that. So I got a fixed reference point. Back up to 5.5. We're checking on a heading of about 310. We're still in the northwest corner. 2914. Climbing at about 80. Oil's good at 153.
Uniform contact Jacksonville Center 120.82.
Temps are nominal. Boom is good. Camera check's good. We got good systems running. Let's roll out here on a heading of 180. We'll continue our climb up.
Legion 778, continue your descent, maintain 5,000.
Stay right over the top of the Oggs field here. This will be a power on test. We can run this one on a heading of 180. All right, time now, 12:53:07, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.4 on board. Leveling at 5,500 feet, 75. Slowing on speed condition. Trim, trim, trim. Get set up for our next run. We're in a flap 0 condition. Time now 12:53:42. 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.4 on board.
Number 108 Romeo, Egg on approach. That's right there. What's your final request?
It's going to be a little too fast. 74.
Okay, right there, stand by, Frank.
Let's go 73. Let's go 72 is going to be our reference. 72, about 10 degrees of pitch. And 16 inches for this. All right, let's get set up here. Trim, trim, trim. 72 it is. Okay, flap 0, on speed condition 12:54:12, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.3. And power's coming back to idle. We're gonna see what suggests itself in the descent here. We're in a full nose up trim condition. And I like 70, Mipple 71. So we're gonna use 70. All right, looks good. 70 set, we're looking at 5 degrees of pitch. Maybe a little faster than that. 6 degrees of pitch, we'll get a 71. All right, 6 degrees. 70, 71. Flight test out loud. All right. 71, 72. We're gonna lock in whatever speed we get as we cross the threshold.
Legion 778, you're cleared as requested. There's traffic southeast 10 miles, orbiting left turn, VFR 5000.
Okay, 72, Laney. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
There we go. 72 condition. About 5.5 degrees of pitch. Sculling 180, right on the edge of the fast tone.
Legion 778,
12:55:23. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. 29.3 on board. Lenny, this is actually an auto cal set point. Just using it. Close enough for government work. Maybe a tad fast. We're going to hold it. Less winds aloft are showing 166 at 6. A little slow, making a correction. And we're referencing 72 indicated. 500 feet away. Do the same thing for the next test. This is my visual display, Lenny. Not sure what's going on with that.
Number 292, Tango Golf, Egg on approach. That's
a little pitchier, less.
Approach 32.
visual display would be
Number
helpful.
8 Romeo Jacksonville Center
Mark.
124.47.
Okay, end of run. On speed condition, let's accelerate just a little bit. Our climb. Starting an easy right turn, go heading at 270, back to 5,500 feet for our next run.
On a 170
Got another flaps 0 on speed run.
Bravo Romeo, traffic north 8 miles southeastbound, Airbus 320 out of 5 for 3,000.
Bravo Romeo, searching no joy.
Malaysian 778, traffic 11 o'clock, 8 miles, turning right-hand turn northbound is a light civilian 4,000 VFR.
Okay, we'll need to deconflict. So we're going to hold this. And out of 4.5 for 5.5, LRD max condition, partial power climb. Time now is 12:57:48, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.2 on board.
Two Tango Golf, continue your descent, maintain 4,000. Yes, sir, 292 Tango Golf, kind of maintain 4,000.
There it is.
Bravo Romeo, Talio.
7 Bravo Romeo, thank you. Malaysian 778, traffic has you in sight, no factor.
All right. Still sculling 360. That traffic's no factor. We're at a 5.2, 5.5. Time now. 12:58:30. 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.1. This will be another on-speed flap 0, 72 mile an hour. Indicated. Looking at about 6 degrees of pitch. Leveling at 5.5, establishing our on-speed condition.
Aircraft walking 12002 miles south of Jafuniak Springs at 800 feet, ident.
Power's back. Pitch is set. Into the tone. Let's set up for this.
Malaysian 778, Egland Tower 118.2, good day.
All right, slowing to 72. Going to full nose up trim. Power is in idle. We're establishing our condition. Time now 12:59:23. 56 degrees Fahrenheit. 29 gallons on board. 72 is looking good. 5 degrees of pitch. 6 degrees. 72 Mipple 73. And we're just in our preliminary descent here to 5,000 feet less. We'll get you data mark passing 5,000 feet. Winds aloft show 28623. Not sure how accurate that is. There's our 72. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Data mark. There's our condition. 72. Coordinated. And continuing down now to 4,000 feet. So these first 4 runs less are giving you LRD max and on speed, idle, coefficient of drag. To go.
Two Tango Golf, Roger. Do you also have the Egland inside 11 o'clock in about 7 miles? Alright, 2 Tango Golf, stand by for your clearance. There's an Airbus about 5 miles east of the field, landing 30 at Eglin. Then I'll get you going for 32 at Destin.
And mark, end of run. Okay, power's coming back up. Starting to hook to the left now. Let's make a note of those speeds. So we used 87, 72. Okay, next thing we're going to do is the L/D Max 45-degree bank glide less. Not sure what speed we're going to work in there. Let's get a rough hack though, shall we? Go with pull this up here real quick. All right, 1 point. Now let's do this. 1.3 square root.
Number 2 Tango Golf is going to maintain 3,000.
4 times 88. Right around 100 is what it's looking like. But we're going to see. Right, so mass shows 100. That's based on 45 degrees of bank, 1.3 Gs less. We're going to average about 1.3 Gs in this maneuver. We're going to fly the tone. So at the start of the tone, that's where we're going to go ahead and we're going to lock our AOA. Unfortunately, we don't have a visual indicator, so a little bit harder to do, but we're going to do it by ear. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. And we're climbing up over the top of the field. So we're going to start at an 88 condition, and then we're going to drop the nose into the turn, and we're going to maintain that L/D Max. We're going to start these 500 feet high, so we got about 500 feet to work this out. Les, we're climbing at 87 right now, out of 5.0 for 5.5 at 130330, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.8. We're over the top of aux 4. 3.6 is our primary if we have a problem. We're going to just keep this L/D Max condition. All right, and we'll see how hard it is to fly this and get the data mark. Same ROE though, we're going to hit the data mark, passing 5 on the way down.
It's going to maintain 2,000.
It's going to be 500 feet to work out parameters. There's our 5,500 feet, 88, power's coming to idle, 45 degrees of bank is established. There's 45, fast, rolling out, looking probably at about 100 or so. Damn it if that's not going to work, brother. There we go. Right there. Right there. About 105 or so. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1. Data mark. There we go.
Data mark.
All right, looking good. 45. Looking at about 103 indicated. Just going to hold it. Coordinating. Bleeding a little bit. 102. Accelerating 103.
2 Tango Golf at Airbus traffic, no package, visual approach 32, Destin Tower 118.45.
Speed is not stable, increasing. G. Showing 1.5. I don't know if I buy that, 1.4. Okay, so looking at a little more G than we anticipated. Okay. Power checks idle, about 103. All right. We'll get a little better data on the next one, Les, coming up on 4 and 100 feet. And mark, end of run, and heading through about 120 there. Okay, let's start a easy hook to the left. L/D Max climb, we're going to go back up. We're going to be right over the top of aux 4. We're going to do that again. This time we're going to target a better airspeed. Okay. So looked at about like 103-ish. It is 13:05:51. We got 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.7 on board, and just climbing back up. If the winds aloft, in fact, are out of the west, which they seem to be, just going to maneuver. Keep us right over the top of the field. A little slow. Fix that. are going to need to auto-calibrate if we move to a flaps 20 condition today. We've been airborne 34 minutes, 11 seconds. Left tank is feeding. This will be another flaps 0 elevating max glide, 45-degree bank, idle power condition.
November 368 Quebec Sierra, Eglin departure, radar contact 2 northwest of destin, climb, maintain 10, 10,000.
And we're sculling about 310 right now for airspace. We're in elevating max condition. There's our 5,500 feet. Leveling off. Let's come left to heading at 270. We'll get set up to start this. Again, we're going to go ahead and...
November 8 Quebec Sierra, passing 3,000, turn right heading 010, vector 3 o'clock.
All right, power's coming to idle. 45 degrees of bank, starting our glide, trimming for about 103. Passing 90, still slow, accelerating. Accelerating. There it is. Okay, looking good. There's our 103. Checks, I'm showing 1.4 G's less. And here we go. Data mark. Stand by. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Working on airspeed this time. Trying to give you more stable data, less than we had that last run. Referencing 103, which has us just in and out of the town. My EFIS is probably off. I guesstimate I'm at about 40 degrees of actual bank now. Thing tends to underread. Now we're getting fast. Making a correction. Back to 103. Less than perfect in here, less. A little under on the bank. Good, throttle checks idle. About 100 feet to go. And we're going to finish on just about the same heading. There we go. Mark 150. Not bad. Let's go back up. Now we're going to do that 2 times on speed.
8 Quebec Sierra, Jacksonville Center on 120.2.
So it's going to be about 90 or so. Let's come up with a reference number for that here real quick.
1 Charlie Alpha, traffic over the correction vortex, altitude indicates 2,000 feet eastbound.
All right, scientific calculator is up. Let's go 1.4.
1 Charlie Alpha, traffic 12 o'clock, 5
root
miles opposite direction, altitude indicates 2,000.
72. All right, Les, that's going to give us an initial target speed of 85.
Full approach 124.85, good day.
124.85.
And starting it easy, hook to the left here. Climbing back up. Got 1,000 feet to go. This will be an on-speed 45-degree bank, left descending turn. All right, we got the key ready for key bump. And we are definitely getting blown to the east. Those winds aloft do check good out of the west. And we'll get set up for this one again on a heading at 270. 500 feet to go. And so will be a on-speed flaps 0. So let me get the speed for that last one we referenced. It was 103. These are EFIS reference speeds. And I've already killed the brain cell that had that number in there less, so let's go back up here. 85.19, so 85 Mipple 86 will be our target here. Hear the phone, power's coming back. All right, emergency landing strip is good. All right. Okay, time now, 13:11:08, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I got 28.2 on board. And slowing to a 85, 86 condition. And we'll get started. There we go. Off the perch. And working our 85, 86. I'm anticipating off the perch early. There's 86. Still too fast. Come back on speed here. There we go. Just flying the tone. Let's see what the speed works out to.
Air Club 13, departure right then.
SG. Okay, about 80-ish. 2. All right, stabilizing at about 82, 83. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Air Club 13, your radar
Data
contact
mark.
northeast
There we
of
go.
England out of
Beginning
1100
test.
feet. North quarter flight approved via field
There's
2
our
northbound
85,
altitude 0 discretion.
holding it, 1.4 Gs again. A little fast. 87, 86. Working it. Trying to stabilize right about 86. That seems to be working well. There we go. It is 86. Trying to work it. A little pitchy here. 87, a little fast.
Legion 2711, England departure, your radar contact 2 northwest of England out of 1200 feet. Climb, maintain 10,000.
A little too much. Here's our 85. We'll get a better run next time.
Legion 2711, turn right, heading 360.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're probably closer to 40 degrees of bank because of the way my APHIS works. And mark, terminate on a heading of, again, about 160. Let's take it back up, and we're going to repeat that drill. And we're going to make a note, looking at about 85. All right, we've been airborne 40 minutes, 51 seconds. All right, here's our aux field, and starting our climb.
300 Alpha, I'm going to approach, loud and clear. Legion 2711, turn 10 degrees to the right for traffic.
All right, time now. 13, 14, 14, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 gallons on board. And climbing back up to 5,500 feet. This will be another on-speed 45-degree bank.
Number 300 Alpha, Manhattan, climb, maintain flight level 190. We've got traffic east 20 miles, opposite direction, out of flight level 190 for higher. Expect higher passengers. Legion 2711, turn additional 10 degrees to the right.
And approaching 5,500 feet. Let's set up for our next condition again, 85. This speed
November
is good.
862 Delta Charlie, I'm going to approach you.
Let's go for it. Rolling, pitching. There we go. All right. Oop, wait, not enough back pressure. There we go. Let's go slow it back down in here. Pitch stabilized. Got 300 feet to work it back. There's our 85.
American 901, England departure, your radar contact, east southeast England. Good morning. Climb, maintain 10,000.
Okay, here we go. Standby data mark. A little fast. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
November 862 Delta
Data
Charlie,
mark.
I'm going to approach Dr. Radar, clear surgical
Parameters.
pressure vortex on a 180, heading out lower for you in just a couple minutes.
Little squeeze, show 1.4 Gs.
622 Golf, England approach, good morning. England on center 2994.
Little fast, very stable though.
Legion 2711, traffic 10 o'clock and 8 miles, turning southbound is at TBM 12,000, descending 10,000.
Anticipate the need for back pressure there.
02 Alpha,
Still
climb,
running
maintain
a
flight
little
level
fast.
210. I'm sorry, American 901, turn left heading 040, vectors free climb.
Little fast.
Legion 2711, traffic no factor, contact Jacksonville Center 1T0.2, check in with your heading please. November 2 Delta Charlie, going to maintain
And
4,000.
mark.
Expect the visual
Heading
approach runway 32.
270. Knock it off. Okay, we got them all.
Zero Q Alpha,
Time
climb
to do
maintain
the
flight
deed.
level 220, traffic 11 o'clock and 5 miles opposite direction is H25, flight level 230.
Next test will be an idle cutoff. Elevator max condition. Flap 0. And we'll run it north
American
to
901,
south.
Charlie bus heading 360. American 901, contact Jacksonville Center 120.6, 2020.
Starting an easy right turn now as we continue the climb. Where 87 is going to be our condition.
Zero Kilo Alpha, climb maintain flight level 230, contact Jacksonville Center 124.47.
310, just putting a little in the bank here for winds. Winds aloft now showing 263 at 10. Time 13:17:59.
2 Delta Charlie, flight heading 170.
57 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.8 on board. Starting an easy right turn for our run. We'll be heading 180.
Air Club 13, you can resume on navigation into the north training area. Traffic 2 o'clock, 5 miles northbound is light civilian at 5,200 feet.
And approaching 5,500 feet. Working the top of our field. Looking good. All right, time now 13:18:40. 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.7. I'm at 5,500 feet. Slightly slow condition. Let's speed up just a little bit here. We're going to get our 88, approaching 88. There it is, looking good. Coming up on heading,
November 2455, uniform is approach loud and clear, heading altimeter 294.
Power is good, there's 88. Engine is
Charlie,
off.
report both Eglin and Destin inside.
Engine is off.
2 Delta Charlie, happy clearance for you in just a
A
moment.
little bit of a vibration here, expect that. Prop is windmilling nicely. And looking for
578 Charlie, Mike, Eglin approach loud
86,
and clear, Eglin altimeter 2994. Traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, glass air
All right,
8,500.
engine secure. We're at 88 knots indicated. There's our 2 degrees, 250 feet to
22
go.
Golf traffic 6 o'clock, 3 miles
13,
westbound,
19,
citation
32.
7,000, climbing to 8,000.
4 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.6 on board. Looks like about 86, Mipple 87 is going to be our number.
November 351, Julia Lima, Eglin approach, hello, sir, it's information, Zulu, expected visual approach from Lake 32, I'll have a bring just a moment.
Data mark.
There you go, start your run less, your engine is secure.
125.2, good day.
Engine is windmilling. Pretty good back pressure. I can feel the vibration coming through the airplane.
2 Delta Charlie, cleared visual approach from Lake 32 into Destin, you can contact the tower 118.452.
87.
November 1, Julia Lima, descend and maintain 3,000.
Maintaining our 87.
November 8, Charlie, Mike, report that traffic at your 11 o'clock and 2
All
miles
right,
inside the
haven't
glass area,
touched the
8,500
mags,
feet
500 feet to go. Restart procedure is going to be mixture advance. Parameters are looking good. There's 87. I'm showing about 1.5 degrees of pitch, a little lower. And we are 1 mile an hour slower, but we are a little bit lighter with 27.6 on board. All right, stand by, 100 feet to go for data. And mark. Okay, going for a restart procedure. And good restart. All right, let's let her just run for a little while. We're going to hook back to the north. We're going to get another one of those. Then we're going to proceed to the 45-degree bank test.
Light traffic 11 o'clock at 8,500 feet.
All right, time now, 13:21:16, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.6. I just proved that if you build the fuel system right, even an airplane built in the garage will restart. All right.
And 8 Charlie Mike, continue
Looking
that climb
to the
up to
north.
flight level 230.
So it'll be really interesting to see what the difference is. Also going to be interesting to see if the prop continues to turn when we get to an on-speed condition. And we've been airborne 49 minutes, 18 seconds. All we're going to get today, Les, is going to be the flaps 0 data. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. I really would like to get this M5 display fixed. Haven't had a problem with that before, so not quite sure what's going on. I'm getting good G information. I am not getting airspeed information. And I'm not getting AOA information. I got a good ball, so a little bit confusing here. Well, not confusing, just missing my gauge, that's all. Okay, Skull 360. This next one's going to be a L over D max, engine off glide. There's our 5,500 feet. Letting the engine run for a little while. Oil's looking good at 166. Start an easy left-hand turn. We're going to run this test again on a heading of 180. And the time now is 13:23:12. 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.4. Keys in sight. Starting an easy left turn now to heading a 180 for a run.
Number 1, Juliet,
Power's coming back.
descent, maintain 1,600. Report descent set when you get it.
And we're going for low power restarts. Be kind to your carburetor. And slowing to an 88 condition now. In the left-hand turn now to heading a 180. Getting set up for our next run. Approaching parameters. Okay, on parameters now. Standby heading. And heading, and engine is secure. Engine is secure. 8788, rolling out at heading 180. Time now, 13:24:9. 54 degrees Fahrenheit. I got 27.3.
3510 Lima, Roger, clear visual.
Airborne 51 minutes,
Descent tower
39 seconds.
118.45.
Skull on heading 180. We're feeding off the left tank once we restart the engine. Stand by for Denmark. Engine is pumping. PVI is increasing.
November 8, Charlie Mike, contact Jacksonville Center 124.472.
2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, there's your condition, Les. We're at an L/D max condition now. Be a little bit fast. Right at the start of the tone. We're heading 180. We're getting another 1,000 feet of engine secured data in this mode, and then we're going to switch to an on-speed condition. All right, restart procedure is going to be mixture rich when the time comes. We got 500 away now in this run. Time now 13:25:18. 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3 on board. I bet we get, oh, look at that. If I go to idle, we get a little prop stop, don't we? That's interesting. So throttle position affects RPM even with the engine off. That's interesting. Let's go for restart. There's our restart. Very nice. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we're going to repeat that experiment, Les, and we're going to go to an idle throttle. Basically, I just top the power there, and I think that's going to change the coefficient of drag. So let's climb back up to 5.5. Time now is 13:26:14, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3. Oil staying nice and warm, even though the engine isn't running all the time. And let's hook back to heading a north. Let's run that test again, Les, but this time we're going to bring the throttle back to idle. We're right on the edge of keeping that prop rotating at L max in this airplane. Keep in mind, we got a lightweight composite prop on this airplane, so it's going to stop a lot more readily than a metal prop would, okay? So let's take her back up to 5.5. Let's get one more of those runs. Then we're going to proceed to the 45-degree bank runs. Actually, we're going to do the on-speed runs. Definitely going to get a prop stop. So let's just review the
845 Mike Charlie, exit departure good.
Flip switch if we need it. Flip switch is over here.
Craig, Charlie, Romeo Golf.
Number 845 Mike Charlie, Roger. You're cleared to Charlie Romeo Golf as filed on departure.
Problem with the prop stop is, well, that's all right. I mean, if the prop stops, it stops. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm not going to overthink it.
Clock is 4232. Call up number 1 on 124.05 with your departure runway.
Head north. We're just getting set up.
845 Mike Charlie, cleared to CRG. As filed, altitude 2,000, 5,000 in 10 minutes, frequency 12405, transponder 4232, and we'll call when number 1 for takeoff. 845 Mike Charlie.
November 2949 Echo on departure.
Okay, we just need some airspace for this, so we're going to scull to the north here just a little bit to make this work. Winslow showing
Good morning, Glenn. RV 967 November is 5 west of crest. You request.
69er November, exit approach, stand by 1 second. 49 Echo, your radar contact just west of Destin out of 900 feet.
All right,
you can
let's set up for our next round now.
Maintain VFR.
Starting an easy left turn to head of 270. This one we're going to top the power out of idle.
2,000, expect 5,000 shortly, and 4232 on the box. Let me know when you're number 1 ready to go with your departure runway.
2,000, 5,000, 4232 on the box. We'll let you know when we're number 1 for departure. 845 Mike Charlie.
All right, looking good. Working our parameters. There's a car crossing the runway, no factor right now. All right, slowing at 88, starting left turn now. And time now is 13:28:55. 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Just west of crest. Can I get that call sign again,
this will be Elevating
Yes,
Max.
sir. That's RV 96 Alpha November. Request south quarter of the coast, then westbound.
There we go. Getting descents.
November 96 Alpha
Idle.
November, copies clock
Engine is
4653,
off.
crest altimeter 2998.
4653
Engine is off.
2998 96 Alpha November.
Throttle is in idle. Prop is
6 Alpha
still
November, your radar
turning.
contact 3 miles to the west of box flight,
All right,
1400
prop is
feet
turning
south
at this
quarter
power
flight through
set.
via
That's
White
interesting.
Point.
There we go.
I'm sorry, field
Good.
2, then White Point if you're
All
familiar.
right, I'm going to get another
Okay,
1,000
field
feet
2,
of
White
data
Point,
for you
96
here,
Alpha
Les.
November.
This will probably be our best one in terms of representative, but really depends on where the guy leaves the throttle when the engine quits. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
There we go. Beginning run. Throttle's in idle. Mixture is secure. Very distinct vibration in the airplane was prop windmills. And we're looking at 13:30:08, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 on board. We're sculling 180 at 4,500 feet for 4,000 feet. We're in a flaps 0. Throttle idle, Elevating Max condition. And just like they teach you in multi-engine school, your manifold pressure kind of goes all over the place as the throttle creeps. I'm looking between 15 and 18
Physical
inches.
approach, Piper 36583, checking in with you,
Which actually isn't that different from a power setting down here.
500.
Last call and say
A
again,
little
please.
fast there.
Excellent approach.
All right,
Tried
mark.
36583.
Okay, going for the restart procedure.
3,000,
And
climbing
restart.
3,500.
Okay, good
November
restart.
36583, exit approach, got you loud and clear.
Slowly
crest
advancing
altimeter
power.
298.
2998 for 36583.
All right, we're going to go up. Now we're going to get a 45-degree bank turn.
November 2949 Echo, contact Pensacola 119.02.
Same condition. Plus, what I'm hoping is we can also extrapolate, you know, coefficient of drag delta. If we get good data at L Liberty Max, it would
6
seem
Alpha
to me
November, once
that
you hit the coast, did you say west or eastbound?
that would translate pretty
I'd
well
like
to
to go
non-speed
eastbound once we hit
condition.
the coast, 96 Alpha November.
6 Alpha November, copy.
Get you one of those runs as well. Let's get our 45-degree bank turn in here. We need to stay over the top of the field for this one. Winds aloft are still showing 292 at 12. The engine to run for a little while. We're at about 150 on the oil. Again, this is going to be a 103 reference speed. I'm not going to worry too much about the throttle-less. I'm just going to get back to idle. The engine's going to do what it does. And we're at our test speed now. We're just going to continue to climb. We can go to idle, and we'll translate our pitch, and then we'll secure the engine.
Colin 9021. Colin 921, sorry about that.
Starting
an
an easy left-hand turn, heading at 270. Want to be right over the north end of Ox 4.
Colony 921, your radar contact 3 miles to the north of Destin.
Here's our 5,500 feet. Slowing down just a little bit here. We're going to maintain our parameters. I want to work into the wind just a little bit so that as we spiral down here, we stay right over the top of the airfield. All right, time now 13:33:04, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7 on board. We've been airborne for 1 hour. Left tank is feeding. It's going to continue to feed for now. All right, parameters are looking real good. 13:33:20, 55 degrees, 26.7. All right, here we go. Power's coming to idle. Off the perch. And going to 100. Engine is secure. Engine is off. Engine is off. Less. And looking good. Smoother windmill, obviously, the faster you go. Engine is off. Standby data mark. Pitchy here back. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Good data mark. A little fast on the airspeed less. Engine is secure. Working the range about 102 to 104. Trying to hold 103. I'm showing 1.4 Gs now less.
22 Golf contact Pensacola 119.0. See ya.
Looking good, brother. I'm showing 200 feet to go in this run. Airspeed's looking good. Looks like we're going to knock
Colony
it off on the
921,
heading
contact Jack Center 120.2. Check in with your heading, please.
Mark, heading 300, executing restart. Smooth restart. All right, let's go back up. Good spot to work these. We'll get one more of those. Down about 6 gallons on the left side. Airplane's trimmed nicely. We're going to go ahead and hold this configuration. Start just a climbing left 360. Another one of those L Liberty Max 45-degree bank engine off runs. And we're going to move on to our on-speed runs.
Number 210, Sierra Yankee is on departure. Hello, sir. Your radar contact. Climb, maintain 907.
Engine's restarting nicely, no issues. Restart technique is idle power, smoothly advance the mixture control, and then smoothly advance the throttle. Give the engine time to get started, catch up, and then start to make power again. Roll out here momentarily, and I'm heading at 270, I'm sorry, 090, my other 270. It is currently 13:36:09, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.5 on board. We have a good boom, we have a good camera. We've been airborne for exactly 1 hour, 3 minutes. Left tank is feeding. Starting an easy left-hand turn now to heading at 270. This will be another L Liberty Max engine off 45-degree bank glide test.
Affirmative, sir.
Looking good. And what I'm doing
Number 6 Alpha
is I'm
November,
just rolling off
contact
the
approach
perch on parameters here,
132.1.
Les.
32.1, 96 Alpha November.
Number 2103 Yankee Egg approach, loud and clear.
And looking good on
Aerosol 13
parameters.
approach, radio check out of here.
We'll start on heading at 270.
Just radio check, loud and clear.
And there we go, looks good. And we're off the perch. And engine is
Number
secure.
47 Bravo Romeo Egg approach, radio check out of here.
Loud and clear, sir.
Loud and clear.
All right, let's get on parameters now. And a little slow. Got a couple hundred feet to work it less. There we go, there's our parameters. At 103, 1.4 Gs.
Number 00 Yankee,
Stand
cleared
by
on fully.
Denmark.
Direct Lima X-ray. Direct Lima X-ray.
3, 2, 1. A little late on the
Data
Denmark.
mark.
I'm going to give you an extra 50 feet going
England
down.
departure 845, Mike Charlie, runway 35, number 1 for departure.
Number 845 Mike
All right, looking
Charlie,
good.
35, flag
Little
runway
fast.
heading, maintain 2000, release for departure.
103.
845, Mike Charlie, release for departure, fly runway heading 2000. 845, Mike Charlie.
Looking real
Number
good.
02
Engine
Yankee,
secure. I'm going to give you an extra 50 feet going down here, Les. I was a little late with that data mark. And again, I'm anticipating you're going to see about 40 degrees of bank, not 45, because of the way my EFIS works. And mark on about a 270 heading. Executing restart. All right, there's our restart. All right, smoothly advancing power. And letting the big dog eat. Okay, back up we go. And we're going to transition now to on speed. Flaps 0 condition. I anticipate we're probably going to be prop stopped in this, Les. And if that's the case, that's the case. Just starting a climbing left 360. And restart procedure is going to be smoothly, or advance the mixture control smoothly, and blip switch as necessary. So we'll blip the starter as required. Starter is right over here. Starter's currently in both. One click gets us to start. And we'll plan to restart in idle. Be kind to the engine. All right, looking good. Starting a nice slow left 270 to get set up for our run. We'll be right over the top of the field when we do this. And good reference points. Preserve bank for winds aloft here, and check left heading of about 330. Get set up for our run. Up to 5,500 feet. On speed reference is going to be about 72 for this initial one. It'll be a flaps 0 wings level condition. Left tank is feeding. And we're going to take a moment. We're actually going to switch to the right tank now.
England departure 845, Mike Charlie.
Boost pump is on.
7,800 for 2,000.
Number 845 Mike Charlie, egg approach, loud and clear.
Boost pump is
Continue
staying
climb,
on for
maintain
these
5,000,
tests.
and item for me.
Continue climb and to 5,000, 845, Mike Charlie.
All right, looking good. We're going to just go ahead and get set up for our run here. Slowing and hooking left.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, radar contact to north of the Las Vegas Airport. Cleared direct Laura, then south.
All right.
Position correct, direct Laura, 845, Mike Charlie.
All right, power's in idle right now, and we're slowing to our on-speed condition. Looking good. Trim, trim, trim. Want a full nose up trim for on-speed, that's normal. All right, time now, 13:41:12, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.1. Engine is secure, slowing on speed. We may lose the prop, and we got a prop stopped. Okay, prop is stopped. That really helps the glide. There's our on-speed condition. I'm going to get us an early data mark. 6768. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
We're just going to add an extra 200 feet here in the bank, and the reason we're doing that is it'll help with our restart.
Number 583.
Obviously, prop stop glide, we're going to get better performance.
13345 for 583.
70 indicated. So basically, if we go to on-speed, engine failure on takeoff, I can anticipate that the prop is going to stop, at least in this airplane. And of course, we got a lightweight composite prop, which is going to be a little bit different than a heavier metal prop. And again, looking at about 70. So there's 2 restart procedures we can do. We're going to use the starter restart. Otherwise, we have to accelerate. Okay, we're down to 4,500 feet. Now we're going to knock this one off at 4,400 feet. We're going to execute our restart. Looking good. There we go. All right. Pushing that down. Mixture's coming up. And here we go. There we go. Good restart. Screwed up our engine instrumentation. Okay. Go back up, and we're going to get one more test this morning. And that's going to be the on-speed 45-degree bank glide. And then we're going to call this one done. (4,500 feet). And we're going to execute this using the same technique we've been using, which is a spiral down over the north side of the field. Time now, 13:43:44. 59 degrees, or I'm sorry, yeah, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.0 on board. Interesting squeal during that restart. May have been the alternator belt.
Number 205, D-plan maintaining 4,500 as the VFR final.
Check that post flight. Coming up to 5,500 feet. And there's our spiral down point. So we're going to be looking for about 85. Now the prop may not stop at 85, so a little bit different, but if it was an actual engine failure on takeoff, chances are if you delay just a little bit for an on-speed condition and then rolled off, you're going to be in a prop stop condition. So that's what we're going to do for this, this test as well. Actually, we're going to accept whatever we got. Okay, time now, 13:44:40, 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 25.9 on board. Power is coming back to idle. Slowing down, looking for our on-speed condition. And if we get stable early, we're going to get our mark early, so we got more time to execute our restart. Turn the tone up a little bit so everybody can hear that. There we go. And there's on speed. Trimming, engine secure. On speed. Maintaining on speed. And prop's going to stop on speed. And we're just going to maintain on speed now. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Prop's just moving a little bit. I freaked out. That's my bad. Get another data mark here. Data mark 3, 2, 1. Data mark. There we go.
Data mark.
That's our good data mark. We'll disregard that first one. Little buffet. Speed. Interesting buffet there. Some tail buffet. Definite tail buffet. Looking good. Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going to terminate this one now. We're going to execute our restart. Nose is down. Mixture is up. And stand by and flipping it. There we go. Don't like that squeal. Okay. All right. Let's head to the barn. All right, boost pump is still on. It's been on for the test. We'll get ready to RTB.
(0220) closed, runway 30, approach end, arresting gear removed, advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu. Eglin Airport.
Local traffic, RV, Sun Bravo Romeo is right base, gear down, option 36, Rockle.
All right, Masters Ridge landing checks are complete.